Hello, welcome back. If you are new, Adebusola, it's lovely to meet you. Today's video is all about the best time schedule for intermittent fasting. If you are an OG, you know that I'm a big fan of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is one of the most popular trends in the health and fitness industry, and is a way of eating to help you maximize your weight loss success. A lot of people today are using intermittent fasting not only for weight loss, but they are also using it to improve their health. Before, health professionals used to be like, eat breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day. Don't fast, da 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 da. But today, we are beginning to see that fasting has its own benefit. Fasting is amazing because not only does it help you lose weight, it helps regulate blood sugar. It helps promote longevity. A lot of people have even talked about brain health and reduction of inflammation that ultimately reduces your risk to some chronic diseases. So amazing benefit of fasting when done under supervision. Just in case you're not familiar with the concept of intermittent fasting, I'll quickly talk about what intermittent fasting is and the different types of intermittent fasting before I dive into the best time schedule for intermittent fasting for insane results. Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern that cycles between period of fasting and eating. It doesn't specify what type of food you should eat, but it is very particular about the time you eat. There are several ways of doing intermittent fasting, all of which involve splitting the day or week into eating period and fasting period. There are 5 most popular patterns of adding intermittent fasting into your diet. So the very first one is a time-restricted eating. For the time-restricted eating type, you're eating within a window period and then you're fasting for the rest of the day. The commonest one is a 16-8 intermittent fasting. 16-8 intermittent fasting means that you're fasting for 16 hours and eating within an 8-hour window period. Time of your fast includes the time you sleep at night. Basically, for the 16-8 intermittent fasting, you're going to fast for 16 hours and eat within 8-hour window period. You can start by doing this once or twice a week to doing it every day. It all depends on your preference. During your fasting period, you're not allowed to eat anything. So the 16 hours that you'll be fasting, you're not allowed to eat anything, but you can take water, you can take coffee without cream, by the way, and then you can take tea. About tea is not Milo. You can take about tea because you want to be in a calorie deficit. You want to make sure that during your fasting period, your 16-hour fasting period, you're not eating anything, 0 calories, because as much as possible, you want the body to utilize stored fat for energy during your 16 hours fast. So that is why no food is allowed during the 16 hours fast. And then you can now eat your food within an 8-hour window. One of the advantages of the 16-8 intermittent fasting is that it is very easy to follow. It's something that you can start without a very big disruption to your diet. As a matter of fact, it's possible that you are currently even doing 16-8 intermittent fasting without knowing. So if you're somebody who do not eat breakfast on time, maybe you eat your breakfast around 12 and then you eat your last meal of the day 7 p.m., 8 p.m., you're already doing the 16-8 intermittent fasting. So it's very easy to incorporate into your diet. There are different timings, but the popular ones are 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., and finally 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. for those people who are definitely going to stay up late and they tend to eat their last meal at a later time of the day. So you can do 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. intermittent fasting. If you're getting value from this video so far, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. That will help me to reach more people, and that is my goal. I want to help as many people as I can to achieve their weight loss goal. A lot of people prefer to eat between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. since you're going to sleep overnight anyway and you won't be thinking about food. And then you can easily just skip breakfast and eat your first meal by 12 noon. But whatever works for you, really, you can decide to skip breakfast or skip dinner. If you are new to this and you want to give it a shot, then I will encourage you to experiment between time frame or look at your lifestyle, look at your work schedule and try to fit your eating window to the period where you'll be most active during the day. The next type of intermittent fasting is the eat, stop, eat method. The eat, stop, eat method involves fasting for 2 non-consecutive days in a week. It means that 2 out of 7 days you will be fasting for 24 hours, and then the remaining days you eat normally. But the 2 days have to be non-consecutive, so that means that you can't do a 24 hours fast today and do another 24-hour fast the next day. So you have to give some space. So decide on the days that you're going to be doing your 24-hour fast. How the 24-hour fast goes is that if your last meal is by 7 p.m. on Tuesday, you're not going to eat anything until 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Then the next day, you can follow your normal regular eating pattern. And then another day during the course of the week, out of your 7 days week, you're going to do another 24 hours fast. That is a eat, stop, eat method. So again, it's also easy. Some of us are already used to fasting and then we eat just one meal. Some of us do regular fasting for a whole day in the course of the week. So it's just a way of maximizing what it is that we're already doing, that we are comfortable with, to achieve the result that we desire. The third method, the 5-2 method, is very, very close to the eat, stop, eat method because it's the same principle, but you're not doing a 24-hour fast. So for the 5-2 method, for 5 days, you're going to eat normally the way you're eating, and then for 2 days, you're just going to eat 500 calories if you're a female, and for a male, you'll be eating 600 calories. So for 5 days, you eat regularly the way you're eating, and then for 2 days in a week, you're going to eat just about 500 calories. Now, let me give you what 500 calories look like. So 500 calories, 1 cup of cooked rice is 204 calories. So if you do 2 cups of cooked rice, that is 408 calories. By the time you had your stew, your oil, your protein, you have already exceeded 500 calories. On the day you are minimizing calories, you're better off doing salad or doing smoothies or doing fruits because they're relatively low in calories, and then you can catch up the next day with your meals. But by catch up, you need to be very careful about what you're eating during the eating period, because if you're overeating during the eating window, then you will not lose weight. You probably even gain weight. The fourth type is the alternate day fasting. Basically, for alternate day fasting, you're eating regularly the way you eat normally for one day, and the next day you're fasting. But a lot of people modify it by eating about 500 calories on the fasting day, and then they eat normally on the day they are not fasting. So again, it's another type of intermittent fasting that you can try if it is something that you feel will fit into your lifestyle. The last one is the warrior diet. The warrior diet is a type of intermittent fasting where you're eating your main meal in the evening. It's like a 1 meal a day diet. Essentially, during the course of the day, you're eating very, very little, just fruits and a little bit of vegetables. That's what you're eating during the day, because warriors, they are busy during the day, and then in the evening when everywhere is dark, they now have time to eat, and that is when they eat a large meal. Okay, we made it today. We live to fight another day. Again, you still need to be in calorie deficit, because if you're not in calorie deficit, then you're not going to get results. Because to lose 1 pound of fat in a week, then you need to be in calorie deficit of 3,500 calories. It is that 3,500 calories that we divide into 500 calories per day throughout the course of the week that will ultimately result in the weight loss that we'll see. So if you're like me, who, apart from walking, a little bit of home workout, you're not really the gym kind of person, then intermittent fasting will be amazing for you. If you also have a very, very busy schedule that you don't have time to be meal prepping, eating 3 meals and 2 snacks a day, then intermittent fasting is something that you might want to explore. If you know me, you know I am an advocate of intermittent fasting because it works like magic. So what is my best time schedule for intermittent fasting? Well, it is a 16-8 intermittent fasting with a twist. Okay, so the 16-8 intermittent fasting is simple, it is safe, it is sustainable. It is what you can do every blessed day. So you can eat 2 meals within your 8-hour window period, and you can even add a snack. As long as you're in a calorie deficit, you're eating roughly 1,200 to 1,500 calories if you are not so active. But to get insane result on intermittent fasting, you need to add a 24 hours fast to it. So you have 2 days of 24-hour fast in a week, and the rest of the week you're doing 16/8 intermittent fasting. So for 5 days, you're doing a 16/8 intermittent fasting, and for 2 days, you're doing 24-hour fast. Your results will be insane. That is the best time schedule so far that has worked for me and worked for my client. It boosts your metabolism. And if you're currently in a weight loss plateau, you have been doing intermittent fasting, you're not seeing results the way you expect, trust me, kick it up a notch by adding 2 24-hour fast days to your current intermittent fasting schedule, and you'll be amazed at your result. To get amazing result on your intermittent fasting, you want to make sure that you're eating healthy. Trust me, that aspect cannot be overemphasized. You want to make sure that you're eating your fruit, your vegetables, your healthy fat, protein, and carbohydrate. To have an idea of what to eat, I have 2 meal prep videos. I'll link them in the description box below. Please watch them, and then you'll be good to go. You'll be amazed at your result with intermittent fasting. Like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friend, and do not forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.